Section 3, slope-intercept form. So we've been working with this form already for functions. Now we're looking at it as an equation. So it's y equals instead. M still represents the slope. B represents the y-intercept, where the line intersects with the y-axis. Now, section 4 is point-slope form. This is a different form that we're going to use for linear equations, but it's useful when they literally give you the point and the slope and they ask you to find something. So M still stands for the slope here, but we're not writing anything about the y-intercept. Instead, we're using an x-coordinate and a y-coordinate. So you might be given M equals 3, and 1 point on the line is -1, 4. Well, the y would stay there, minus, well, this is our x1 and y1, the points, a specific point on the line. So y minus y1 equals the slope times x minus x1, which is -1. Now we're going to use this for different situations, but this is just how you would write it in this form. The last form that we have is standard form, and this is section 5. So 3 sections fairly quickly in a row. But standard form is mostly useful when you're finding x and y intercepts. So you write the standard form as ax plus by equals c. A, b, and c are caps. Where a, b, and c are real numbers, we know what real numbers are, and a and b are not both 0. So one of them can be 0, but both of them can't be 0. This form is used to find the x and y intercepts. When you want to find the y-intercept, you plug in 0 for x. When you want to find the x-intercept, you plug in 0 for y. Now a few examples here. So what are the x and y intercepts of 2x plus 6y equals 18? So to find the x-intercept, we plug in 0 for y and we solve for x. So 2x plus 6 times 0 equals 18. So this is 0. We get 2x equals 18. X equals 9. Therefore, the x-intercept is at 9. Now the coordinates for that point, so when x is 9, y is 0. So wherever y is 0, that's the x-intercept. Now we're going to do the same thing for y. We're going to plug in 0 for x in order to solve for the y-intercept. So 2 times 0 is just 0. Anything plus 0 is itself. 6y equals 18, so y equals 3. And we know wherever x is 0, y is 3. So if they asked you for the coordinates, you'd put these answers. If they just asked you for the intercepts, you could just put these answers. Finally, we have the graph of these equations. Now we've talked about this already, how whenever it's x equals 3, it's a vertical line. And the slope is undefined, and whenever it's y equals 3, whenever it's y equals a number, it's a horizontal line. Now, in standard form, since it's x equals 3, that means 1x plus 0y equals 3. And since it's y equals 3, it's 0x plus 1y equals 3. Now, obviously, when we write this, we simplify it down usually, but if it asks in standard form, this is how you would write it. And these are the 2 graphs. So just draw a sketch of each graph, but make sure you understand the concepts.